Ready for the championship at 165. It'll be the defending champion, Donnie Pritzlaff of Wisconsin, the senior, 37-1, taking on Joe Hesketh, the junior, and number 2 seed for Iowa State Cyclones, 36-3. This is a rematch of last year's finals at 165. We begin second period of action. No score so far, and it is Hesketh on top in the Cyclone red and the red and black of the Wisconsin Badgers of Donnie Pritzlaff. The only loss for Pritzlaff came to Hesketh back in November of this year. Bobby Douglas looking on, head coach of the Iowa State Cyclones.
That's kind of ironic. They took a 4-2 sudden victory in overtime for Pritzlaff to win the national championship, and Hesketh comes right back and beats him in one of the first matches the following year. But they know each other very well. It's be a conservative style so far. And this is where Hesketh is fairly good, is on top.
They have control. He's got to get that leg out of the grasp of Hesketh. No, he just wants to get away.
Hesketh will hang on to the single, look for him to maneuver towards the edge or to stalemate this. And he's moving to the edge.
Yep. We saw him do that in the final of last year, too. A little scoot action. And now they're going to give a point for stall. Is that a stall call?
No, that was a 1 point for, should have been an escape. They're in a standing position. If it was a stall call, he'd be down.
So Pritzlaff with 1 point here. It was not readily apparent whether he did escape, but Hesketh did lose control. It was determined by Pat Fitzgerald. Another one of our Irish referees here on St. Paddy's Day.
Hesketh has previous finishes of 3rd and 2nd. Pritzlaff 6th, 5th, and then a champion last year, looking to repeat this year. Bobby Douglas, head coach of Iowa State. Good shot of him, formerly from Arizona State. The only coach until Minnesota to have beaten one of the Iowa or Oklahoma schools for the national championship when he did it at Arizona State.
And he did it with balance, just like Minnesota did this year.
Very much so. 10 All-Americans by Minnesota. First time in history. Your entire team is in the top 8. That is a great statement. Even though they don't have a finalist, that is a great statement about the balance of that team.
I think they have 8 returning, is that right?
And they have 8 people returning next year, so look for them to be up there on the leaderboard to start the next year. Barry Davis of Wisconsin, head coach. Terry Steiner is assistant, both former Hawkeye national champions.
24 seconds now left in the second period. Donnie Pritzlaff leads 1-0 on an escape point from Joe Hesketh. The loss to Pritzlaff burns every day in Joe Hesketh's gut. It's what drives him to the room to practice, what drives him in every matchup. 6 seconds to go. Douglas looks concerned. Bobby Douglas looks concerned when he's buying a hamburger, though.
Hesketh really hasn't had a great tournament. He nearly lost in one of the early rounds. It went to the tiebreaker, and he won it there. And literally, the kid cut him loose with 6 seconds left in the period to give him a point. And if he didn't do that, that point might have been margin of victory in regulation time. So Hesketh has been on the edge this whole tournament, but seemed to have gotten going into the semifinals, won his semifinal round, and when you're in the finals, it's a whole new ball game. You throw everything else out. It's just the one match that counts.
Pritzlaff trying to work away the riding time that Hesketh held, but you have to think he's going to cut him loose sooner or later.
There it is.
And he does. We're tied at 1. Not unlike last year's matchup.
Neither one of these two have want to make a mistake. They want to force the other into a mistake, a bad shot or perhaps a bad situation or a moment of complacency. But as far as offense goes, we haven't seen too much of it here. Solid defense by both athletes.
Well, there's another Iowa State wrestler on the bill tonight who is anything but complacent, Cale Sanderson, who scores points like their basketball team did. And I'm sorry to say did.
Marvelous athlete, undefeated in his college career. We'll look forward to seeing him.
Hesketh taking off his headgear just for a moment. A minute 5 left. We are tied at 1. National title on the line. Every second that ticks down, you know the pressure is going to increase incrementally.
Hesketh just binding with Pritzlaff, not giving any room to really maneuver with.
I can see Pritzlaff, just by the fact that he's a senior, he's going to take some more chances.
Bobby Douglas is screaming for Hesketh to take some chance. Pritzlaff, perhaps, but now's not the time. It's only 40 seconds left in the third. You still have a minute of overtime to try to win in sudden victory. So you don't necessarily have to lay it on the line yet.
Pritzlaff has taken a bump on the lip. He's bleeding just a little bit. The referee, Pat Fitzgerald, sees it as not a problem. Yep, now he does.
They'll wipe it.
So we'll take a quick break here. And that'll give Hesketh a chance also with 28 seconds to go in the third period. Now Pritzlaff is quickly back. Taking a little extra time is Joe Hesketh. There he goes. He got it.
Single.
Can
Great
he finish
single,
it?
no.
Yeah. Maybe Pritzlaff thinking, sensing Hesketh's a little bit tired. Went for that.
It was a great shot. He was in quickly. He had time to finish it. Perhaps he rushed it a little bit. But you got to credit Joe Hesketh. He didn't panic. Great counter. Lots of weight on that leg.
Going to go out of bounds before it's over. Yeah, 2 seconds to go now in the third period. We are tied at 1 for the 165-pound championship.
And they will toss the coin now. They're both escaped, so they use the coin. Hesketh will have his choice. This puts pressure on Pritzlaff, knowing that he'll probably be in the top position in the tiebreaker. Look for him to pick up action now to go for a takedown.
But before that coin toss comes into play, we will go 1 minute and to see if either one of these men can score. Pritzlaff never giving up, waiting for that whistle. Hesketh a little more anxious maybe to stop the action.
He's got to capitalize on these opportunities. He's in tight. He needs to score here. He does not want to let him go near the out of bounds, but he's really picked up his pace now.
Absolutely. Just as you said, Jeff Blatnick, Pritzlaff feeling, because he lost the coin toss, that he's going to be the man up. Has to get the points now.
And he's had 3 opportunities at single legs, and he's not capitalized on any of them. And that's like getting in the red zone and not scoring. You need.
He's got
might
2.
Get that.
He's got 2.
There it is.
Call.
That should do it. That should be 2 right there. I don't know why.
There it is. There it is. You're right. In overtime. Just like last year, in overtime. Donnie Pritzlaff with the takedown on Joe Hesketh. And Pritzlaff repeats as the champion at 165.
Pritzlaff knew the pressure was on him. Losing the coin toss meant he would be on top in the tiebreaker, and winning on top in the tiebreaker is almost non-existent. He got a good leg shot in on Hesketh, took the hips, kept his feet in bounds, and earned sudden victory with that takedown.
Donnie Pritzlaff for the Wisconsin Badgers comes through with another national title. Congratulations to him and that program. Coming up, 174 pounds from Iowa.